Hey, what's up everybody? Danny Lightning here. We're about to do some live streaming. We got Max the Gamer in the house. He's my special guest for the day. Like I said though,
everybody.
I'm not so sure he's a guest anymore. He kind of seems to be more like a permanent resident.
I am a permanent resident of this stream, right? Here every time.
Yeah, I've been trying to figure out how to get him to move out, but he just won't.
I like it here. I am staying.
I guess we're stuck. All right, let me go ahead and get the, there we are. So guys, awesome to see everybody here. I see a Calavia, we got Overlord, Jedi Boss, Amjid, Relcan, how's it going? Josh Tanker, awesome to see you guys. So Max has the brand new cars all loaded up and ready to go. So we're going to be taking a look at the new cars that just got added in the update. And then we can talk a little bit about the update. I don't think I really know anything about the new Showdown version yet. Have you got any real information on that yet, Max?
Not really. I'm usually behind on that information myself. But what we do have here are some of the newer cars that were introduced. Although this account is rather laggy, we do want to thank Nitro4CSR at YouTube for providing the content account so we can show you guys the new cars.
Should be a link to his channel in this video's description and most of my video's description because he's nice enough to let us use his account. That thing's got a really awesome color there. That thing's beautiful. I like it.
Yeah, these are some pretty cool cars they've added in, including the Lancer Evolution Final Edition.
I know a lot of people have been looking forward to that thing.
Yep, this is the finally some more Mitsubishi fusions, right? But this car is the last generation of the Lancer Evolution. This is the final version, I would assume. And this is a Elite tuner car that is coming. That's part of the next batch of cars. And right here, it's Rival, which is right behind it.
Yeah, that's the one I want.
Subaru WRX STI.
That's right? The one I want.
You like the STI over the Lancer, huh?
I'm a STI guy, yeah.
I
like them both, but I love Subarus. I think they're both amazing, but man, I would drive a Subaru. I don't know why. I just like those things.
Yep. This is that is the Evolution 10, as Overlord mentioned in the chat. So this is the final version of the Evolution. Unfortunately, Mitsubishi hasn't been doing so well, so we're not going to see another Evolution generation for any foreseeable time to come. That being said, though, I know there should be a new WRX on the way from Subaru, so that will probably come to the game when it comes around.
You know, I didn't really like the last body style, the latest one for the WRX. I didn't really care for it. The one that we're looking at,
it's a little on the soft side, right? It doesn't have that aggressiveness you've seen in some of the older ones.
Yeah, the older ones looked like rally cars, and the new one doesn't really. I mean, it sort of does, but it looks more like a sedan with a wing on the back.
Yeah, true enough. I mean, it has a big wing tacked on, but here you got the Subaru, another Subaru, the BRZTS, which actually is a T4. Hold on, we're gonna have to dyno this bad boy. If it's a T4, it shouldn't be that bad.
Oh, that's tier 4? Nice.
Yeah.
I don't have this update yet. I can't get onto the account yet, but Max can, so.
Wow, 11.7 on the dyno. Now, the Evo points doesn't look that great, and usually these are set up by Nitro to have some of the best tunes, or the max tune that you would normally expect it to have. So yeah, unfortunately the TS is kind of still mediocre, I would say, at least on the dyno. We don't know what it runs, but
I wonder if there's a way to make the chat bigger on your phone if you're watching the chat on YouTube.
Yeah, I can see the chat pretty good.
Well, I mean,
a big Wang moment. Oh, look at this guy back here. This is the Yellow Star Akula.
That's pretty interesting.
That's a really weird looking car to me. I mean, some people must love it, but I'm kind of torn on it. It's not.
How many evil points does that one have?
Oh, that thing's got 2,200 plus. That's going to be a fast car.
That's very evil. That's a lot of evil points.
7.432 on the dyno. Again, since I don't know the shift patterns to these, I'm not going to drive it and... Well, actually, you know what? Let's test run it. I just don't want to botch it too badly.
Thomas doesn't like that car.
Well, guys, this is a update account. Basically, you will all see this as the updates get released. This is an already updated account, and Nitro 4 put these cars into this content account so we can show it to you guys. Okay, so these cars are coming. Some are milestones, some are coming as part of the Elite Tuner series, and some would be other type of updated cars. Mostly, I think most of these are milestone / Elite Tuner updates.
All right, guys, people are asking, I kind of figured we'd get this, but how did you get the new update? Thing is, you might have the update tonight, you might have it tomorrow, you could have it a week and a half from now. They roll, like Google and iOS rolls the updates out to different people on different days, so you never know when it's going to show up on your account, okay?
It's hard to say because here's one of my concerns. We know that the PC cars are going to be the M4 GTS, the Varus, which is an old car. We know the next few PC cars are all old cars. None of them are new as part of the update. That means Natural Motion could delay the update potentially. We don't know, but they could. I guess it depends on how smooth the rollout is for the temporary or the test update for people.
All right.
So,
Josh Thanker is here, and Josh, all right, I did tell you next time you stopped by, I would give you a shout out. So everybody, please check out Josh's channel on YouTube. All right, Josh Thanker, he's here in the chat. That would be awesome if you guys could throw him a few subs.
now, these guys, I mean, this is a Trackhoyoto.com. If somebody looks that up online, I bet you that's a real company.
Whatever that thing is, I like it.
Yeah, this is a good looking car right here. 350Z. This is not the 370Z. This is actually an older Z running obviously turbo body kit. I mean, this is a pretty mean looking car here. We're going to get this one in the game too. Let's check out the motor.
No, you forgot to mention though, the Subaru and the Evo are both Elite Tuners cars, I believe. So they should have customizations, I think, right?
They could. I don't think we have them. I mean, they're Elite Level 50. We can go back and actually start customizing them. Take a look.
Yeah, let's go see if we can put any... let's go see if there's like different body kits and whatnot for these things.
Let's take a look. Hopefully they're all open and available. We'll see.
I don't actually know how to shift the Lamborghini Veno. I've never driven that one personally. If I don't have a video, or if Max doesn't have a video on how to drive a car, check out Zoocar. He usually has a video for everything, but they're always maxed out cars.
Zoocar, he's talking about it in the daily battle.
If I can't figure out a shift pattern, I always go to Zoocar. But if it's daily
battle is usually near stock car, Danny. So he's talking about daily battle. That's probably an issue with launching. I don't recall if the Veneno needs to be launched late, but I don't think it's an early launch car.
Yeah, a lot of those Lambos are weird. They always drive differently on the daily battle than they do in real life. Not in real life, but when they're maxed out, because when there's no or little upgrades, cars never drive right.
Yeah, so here is the Ains +1 kit on the Lancer Evo. Okay.
Looks cool.
Let's put some real wheels on it so it looks better, because
I would rather see some
having a
fake
body
wheels.
kit without wheels looks really bad.
Maybe cardboard ones, some fake cardboard wheels. I think that would be better. We don't want no.
Let's go with something.
We don't want no real wheels around here.
Oh, can't do this because we don't have it unlocked. How about that?
Oh, okay.
All right.
So you can only do a few wheels, and you probably got to run an event to unlock certain parts on these cars or whatever. Those white ones
These
look
wheels
sweet.
just don't look aggressive enough.
I like them.
Let's go with BBS.
Those are kind of like perfect on any car, actually. Those BBS wheels are nice.
They're sharp. They're definitely sharp. All right. Let's take a look here with the BBS wheels.
Is the 488 Spider better than the F8 Spider? No, the F8 Spider is way better. The 488 is not good, okay? The 488 is pretty terrible.
This is Charge Speed. Charge Speed, one of my favorite kit companies.
That looks sweet.
They do some nice stuff. So, Charge Speed also, they don't just do body kits. They actually do what they call the carbon radiator covers. They have like a cover that goes over the radiator all the time that they like to make for a lot of cars. Used to have one. Full carbon fiber, real nice looking. I don't think the kit stuck. Hold on, let's go back and hit that again.
I have a good video for the Elite Tuners car shift patterns. If you go to my playlist and you check out the CSR2 How to Drive or the car reviews playlist, there should be a video on how to drive those in there. I haven't driven mine for a while. I can't quite remember, but I think it's early shift into second, then shortly after shift into third again, and then your nitrous or something like that. But go check out that video, unless Bax remembers.
I'm not good at that.
I forget quite often.
All right, so here is the
I always got to go. The what?
Now, a Street Fighter.
Ah.
Now somehow it's locked, so I can't do anything with it. But that's probably because the event isn't open up yet. But let's see if I can't. Nope, can't show that. Let's go back to a different kit.
At least
so
we
some
can
of these
kind of
body
see
kits,
it.
obviously, you have to get it through the event itself. Otherwise, you're not going to unlock it.
Yeah, a lot of it's weird. Even if you buy it or whatever, you still have to unlock it through the event as well, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but hey, yeah, that's how they make us do extra work, right? So this is Sunline Racing. I'll be honest, I haven't heard of these guys. This is Keyman's body kit. And then finally, we have Varus. Whoa, that's a little much, but look at that hood.
I like that, actually. You don't like that?
Well, I mean, Varus tend to have some crazy kits. And that's definitely, and they tend to do this thing where they chop off a little bit of stuff in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their style. I mean, that's all right. Let's take a look at the Subaru. Maybe the Subarus will be a little better. Keyman's kit. So I guess Overlord knows that particular company because I'm not versed enough in Evo 10 to know that one.
Comet Warrior, I don't know why you're being kicked out of the stream. Maybe restart your phone. That's the only thing I can think of.
So X Gaming Rom says he's 60 blue short. Trust me, we're all like right there on some of these upgrades where you're like 5 red tokens, or 10 red tokens short. It is obnoxious, but that's what happens, and you just kind of have to roll with it. If you're not patient, you can spend some of those tickets. So, 250 GTO. I made a video for Tempest. I don't know if anybody remembers that one, but that's actually a good car for Tempest. I'm not sure what other videos I made of that car, though. I think that's the main one I did.
Somebody is
asking
what car to use for Tempest Part 2, but there's Tempest 1, there's Tempest 2, there's Tempest 3. Don't know which one you're on or which tier you're on. I'm sorry. You say Tempest Part 2, but I don't know if you're Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 5.
I think he's talking about Tempest 2.
Yeah, but he doesn't say what tier. He just says, what car can I use for Tempest Part 2? Not quite enough information there.
Best Tier 5 beginner car right now is the Supra, without a doubt.
And you get that for free.
Because you can elite upgrade it and everything.
If you don't have it yet, after you hit a specific level, you will get that car for free, which is awesome.
I mean, I have to be honest. I'm not too sold on any of these body kits, quite frankly. Maybe I'm just being real picky here, but looks the hood looks like the same as on the Evo. It's almost like they went with the same exact style. And there's that big front lip.
I don't like that
I'm sure my local curb and parking curb and on-ramps to the gas stations would love that lip.
So far, every car, the very last body kit is really obnoxious, in my opinion.
The big lip squad. That's what you're going to get. The big lip squad.
Alrighty then.
All right, so those are the two. I mean, the count's very laggy, guys, so bear with me here. When I click on something, it doesn't react right away. I have to kind of give it a little time. Biggest lip is the R34. I kind of agree. Right now, that thing has like a huge front lip on it. That has a name. That actually is a thing in Japan where they put that kind of like super long front lip on lowriders. There was actually a movement. Did any of you guys know what that's called? They do it to like minivans and stuff, and they'll have like a 4-foot lip sticking out the front of it, and the tailpipes will be like 6 foot too, and then it comes out the back. And Bosuzuku, yes, Bosuzuku cars. Thank you, Bosco.
Sounds pretty crazy.
Bosco knows this stuff, man.
Somebody says there's a glitch.
Yeah. So those cars are crazy.
What kind of glitch are we having, buddy?
What kind of glitch?
Emery's got some sort of glitch he wants to tell us about. So yeah, let us know what your glitch is. There's a lot of glitches in this game, actually. Some of them are pretty funny. Some are hilarious. Some are pretty crappy, though. Depends on what glitch you're having, you know?
Now, here we have the wonderful new McLaren 765 LT. If anybody knows about McLaren, they're cranking out new models like it's going out of style, man. These guys, like every few months, it's a new model coming out of McLaren. That's why they're going bankrupt. Because they're putting out cars and models so fast, they can't sell them. And they can't sell them fast enough to make money. So I hope McLaren sticks around for a few more years, but they're not doing too hot right now.
They make some pretty cool cars, but yeah, I mean, you'd think you'd chill out on all the R&D because that cost a fortune.
It's costing them a fortune, and they're not able to make it back. Also, apparently, McLaren quality is down there with the Hyundais of back in the day kind of deal. So some of their cars are, I mean, you're paying almost $1 million for some of these cars as they're coming out with all kinds of production issues. That's unfortunate, but they make some of the coolest cars, though, without a doubt. I mean, look at this thing.
That is a cool looking car.
Yeah.
They stole Lamborghini doors, though, man.
No, I like the way they did the doors. It's different. It's Lambo similar style, but it's different. I kind of like how they did it. Of course, I could totally see rain leaking through those top seals after you drive it a few weeks and they didn't install the seals properly. But that's part of the problem McLaren's having. You know, they're little detail stuff.
Maybe that's not.
Tell me that's
maybe
not
that's
cool.
Why they're not doing well, because people don't want to buy poo-poo cars.
Don't roast British cars. Josh is saying don't roast British cars.
Nobody wants to
I'm
buy.
not roasting them. I'm just, I'm just saying that this is the current situation. I mean, I love the car. Look at this thing. It's beautiful.
Nobody wants to buy a poo-poo doo-doo car. I'll tell you that much. Nobody, not even me.
No bullying. All right. Let's talk about the positives here. So, I suspect, doors. As with any McLaren in the game, this thing's going to be a nice car. This is obviously a quick car, 7.287. Well, let's test drive it. Let's see what it can do.
You don't even know how to drive it.
Watch me botch this thing really bad, and then everybody's like, "Oh man, this car sucks."
It's gonna run like a 14.9 or something.
I don't know. I think I'm not that bad. All right. I could use some work on some stuff, but I usually can get launched it wrong. Oh well. That'll hurt it a little bit.
Alright, so McLaren has butterfly doors and Lamborghini has scissor doors. Interesting. Thank you, guys.
And Tesla Model X has gull-wing doors.
Should I elite my Exige LF1 or my BMW 235i. Personally, you don't happen to have that little purple star Boss Lotus yet, do you? That's the one I would elite. That's a really good little car. Finn's Exige 360, do you have that one?
2 boomers and 90 zoomers.
But between the other two, if I had to pick, I would probably go with... I guess I would just pick the BMW, maybe. Really, you want to use a really good live racing car to elite. That way you get the extra RP bonus when you're live racing. If not, just use any old car you can to get through it. But it's better to wait till you have an awesome live racing car to elite.
So I somehow did better here, but a lot worse there. I think I bounced second gear, that's why. But yeah, so this is a pretty quick car. No, I would suspect this car can be drop hard down tuned just like all the other 720Ss. What rank am I in the PC leaderboard? Considering I don't have a maxed PC car, I'm probably not even on the leaderboard right now. I haven't done the PC Cup in any of the accounts yet either. Alright, let me see if I can't get this thing to bust dyno a little bit.
Can the Camaro SS finish Tempest 3? Camaro SS. I think it can, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. Do you know, Max?
Which one?
The Camaro SS, will that do Tempest 3?
Camaro SS fully max, I believe, can do it. It's kind of close. If you're going to use a T3 car for Tempest 3, the Mustang GT Premium is a guaranteed one if you max it. And the Z4 M40 is definitely very good for that.
That one's awesome, actually.
Yeah, that one I think I did a video on beating the whole thing without stage 6s. I think. I have to go back and look at it. Let's see if we get a Evo pop here or not.
Unfortunately, the fastest way to earn money is take a tier 5 car and just race as many races as possible. Some people will run the regulation race over and over and over and over because it pays out a pretty nice chunk of change there. So it's boring, but you can make, I think, over $1 million per hour if you just sit there and do those regulation races like crazy.
Yeah, a lot of it comes back to that, actually. Just do a lot of the live racing. Actually, if you swap a lot, you'll make plenty of money very quick. I mean, but you're going to spend gold to do it quickly, though.
Yeah.
Oh, so it does have 0 RPM drop. Therefore, it's probably dyno busting right now if needed. So let me go ahead and try launching it a little differently, and let's see what happens.
Carlos, maybe you can scroll back. I think you can look back on these streams maybe, but we just got done showing the body kits on those cars. Normally, if you're stuck on Tempest 3, normally either... I mean, there's a lot of variables. Either your car is not fast enough, even if you have it maxed out. Some cars can't do certain things, okay? There's the fact that maybe you just don't have enough parts into the car. You may need to tune it differently, or you may need to shift it differently. It's one of those things right there. So that's kind of a hard question to answer from very limited information there.
So Eclivia asked, how do you avoid the 0 RPM drop with these down-tuned setups? You can launch late or you can launch early. When the perfect is over here, launching early is easier. When the perfect is right there, though, launching late is probably easier. So I'm probably going to launch a little bit on the late side. And then we can run it like normal from there. Now, this doesn't work for every car. Some cars hate late launches. Some hate early launches. So you have to play with both sides to figure out what works. Okay, so once you have the car doing 0 RPM drops, then you have to figure out how big the RPM drop section is, and then you got to avoid it. 9.3 on a 9.8 dyno. Yeah, it can bust dyno pretty good.
Nolix buy and strip GTRs, buddy. That's the fastest way to get purple parts or pink parts or whatever for your Nissans.
Fastest car in the game right now is the Bolide, and it may stay there for a little bit longer. So, let me see here. One of the fastest car in the Supra is one of the fastest, but it's at what, top 15 now?
Something like that, yeah. 15, 17, something like that. I'd have to look it up. But, I mean, the crazy thing is the top 30 cars, almost all of them are doing 7.0 or faster. I just made a video the other day on the top 30 fastest Tier 5 cars in the game, so if you go back and watch that, it'll show you. Or in my video descriptions, there's a link to a list of all the cars, too.
Yep. Now, there are more cars in the series here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next Supra. This is the Pandem Supra, running the Pandem kit.
I don't understand why they keep dumping Supras all of a sudden.
Because they're probably making some kind of deal with Toyota that they have to put so many Toyotas in a certain period of time.
Couldn't they have given us an older Supra though, instead of the same things?
There is a boss car that's an older Supra that's in the update, but I don't think, according to Mill at least, you're not allowed to actually play with it. You'll have it, you just can't. I mean, you can see it in the game, but you just can't actually get it as a player just yet. Okay, so this is the Pandem V1 GR or Pandem 6, whatever you want to call it. Oh,
we just
version 1.5.
We just got an amazing Elite Custom Supra. We don't need these.
What is this? The Mola. Oh, look at that thing.
That reminds me of the Ardent Blitz on War Robots.
This is a cool-looking car.
I like the colors.
2300 Evo. It should be a beast. Let's see how fast this thing's supposed to be.
John says it looks like the Batmobile.
I like anything that looks like a Batmobile. 7.263, but I've never found a Pagani that I can drive well yet.
Yeah, so far they don't seem to be great driving cars, but they're very cool looking cars.
Very cool, but the shift patterns always gives me a headache. All right, let's try not to butcher this thing too bad. No, short gear, long gear, short gear, weird gear. I don't get it. This is the problem with this car.
Oh, could you repeat all of that again now?
I don't even know what I just said. I was just like, needle here, needle there. I have no idea where it's supposed to go. Oh my god. Okay, Dino says 7.263. I was a tenth slower. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for a shift pattern video from you on this one. Yeah, the P1 Max is a nightmare to drive. You're right.
When these cars get released, like, I'll probably start working on some shift patterns for them. I don't usually do it before they're released into the game because I'm not sure if Natural Motion really loves that or not. But
now this is actually the launch edition of Decina. Ooh, launch edition. No, sir, I don't like the color. I mean, I like the car. I just don't like that color.
It's okay, I guess.
I like this blue better than that blue. Speaking of this blue, what is that? What car is this? The McLaren Elva. So here's a great thing with these hypercar companies and supercar companies, right? Chop the roof off and charge more. Yes,
wait, it doesn't even have a front windshield, man.
No, you gotta have to just eat the bugs as you drive.
Is this a glitch?
That's how it works, man.
Is that a glitch?
Comes with free bugs.
You gotta have a windshield.
Well, in some parts of the world, bugs are a delicacy. So there.
Yeah, but what about the rocks and stuff that hit you in the face?
Eat that too. Your dentist will love you.
Then again, I mean, I guess I used to ride a motorcycle without a helmet all the time, and only one time did I get hit in the face with something.
Yeah, all these companies are into this charge more for less thing. Chop the roof off, that's extra 100,000. No windshields, another 50 grand. So, Yeah, so the Elva, who knows? I mean, based on the Evo points, this thing is also a low 7 car, if not a 6.9, assuming we figure out how to drive it. But yeah, so this is all the new stuff. I mean, all this stuff is coming. This is the 7.1. It's all coming to the game, and it's exciting, right? This is what keeps us playing.
But yeah, we get into our little rants here, so we don't really say hello to everybody that pops in. But guys, thank you all so much for coming out to the stream and hanging out with us.
Let's see if anything pops up as you drive the car.
Like what? I mean, like a cat
like
that's going to cross the road.
There's supposed to be like a deflector that pops up.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I'm going to go click on it after we come out into the garage, see if anything pops up.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Some minor details are really cool on the cars, that like windows that go down or... All right, so again, I'm not doing too hot right now with these shifts. Let's go take a look. You can pop it in the garage. All right, let's do that. Let's pop it in the garage.
That's click on the hood. All right,
you guys, I got it. You guys are like giving me multiple versions of the same instruction. Click here. I got the door. Click there. Click here. Click there. Click here. Here.
The hood, here. Max. The hood. The hood.
That is the... What?
The hood.
I'm trying to click on the hood. That is the hood.
The hood. The hood.
Oh, right there. Yay! Got it. That looks like... I mean, I understand that's supposed to be like a deflector, but that looks almost like an air brake.
I think that's the radiator, Max. You broke it. Wait.
That looks like something out of an old PC. You got to pull this cartridge out in order to change the game.
Wait, I don't think the radiator's in the front on this car, is it? Never mind. That's something else. That might be the air. That might be the air filter. Change the air filter, right. Man.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this thing, if you need it to come up, it'll come up. But
click on the very back, man. The very back. I think something pops up on the back.
The wing. Yeah.
Oh, did you already do that? I missed it. If you did.
You got that's like a Porsche style wing. You know how the Porsche Carrera all have that?
Yeah.
So
that almost looks like a Bugatti from the back, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Got a little bit of that look going. So, but no, it's cool. It's definitely a cool looking car. I like it.
Glad we're making you laugh.
The Speedtail.
Glad we're making you laugh.
The Speedtail.
I really like that color.
This is the one thing about Natural Motion's game that really does impress me, is how they do these multicolored paint. Look at that paint. Just look at it when it goes under the light and it does that little change in color. You go to like some other games and they try to do this with the paint, and it comes out looking like, they're just changing colors on you as the car rotates. Oh yeah, it's yellow now. It's purple. It's purple. No, this looks really good. I mean, I am impressed with this. This is one of their trademarks, is the paint. And this is why, by the way, it lags the hell out of most phones, because they're trying to do all this fancy paint graphics. But look at this thing.
Out of all the mobile games, though, I think this one has the best graphics out of every game out there.
Yeah, the paint, especially these color changing paints that they can do in this game, it's very impressive. I really am impressed with that. For all their faults, this is one thing I cannot fault them for. This is the best looking and most realistic rendered cars out of all the games that I've played so far. And it's right up there with Forza Horizon and Gran Turismo. They do a very nice job too, but those are actually paid games. This one, no doubt, quality-wise of the details, you just can't beat it on a mobile game.
Josh, some phones you will not be able to open your doors and stuff. Depends on what processor and whatnot you have in your phone. CSR2 kind of detects your phone's power, and I think it's mainly like the higher end phones that open the doors and whatnot. Just Angel, what car should I use for Tempest 3 tier 1 through 5? I actually have a video that goes over every single car. Alright, go into my Tempest 3 playlist, or my Tempest playlist. Just go to my channel, find the Tempest playlist, and look at the one for Tempest 3. I go over every car in the game, which I believe should be able to beat the Tempest races. Now on Tempest 3 Tier 4, there's a couple new cars that were added, like the Evora and the TVR Griffin that didn't make it onto the list because they were released later, but check out that video. I can't remember them all offhand, but it'll list all the ones that should work.
Bosco's correct on the money side of things, so it is a free game until you actually get into it. All right. Okay, so the Sagaris, right? Is that how it's pronounced? Sagaris? Or is that pronounced differently because it's a British car? Because British English sometimes use different sounds. All right, so I can tell right looking at this that it will easily beat Tempest maxed. Except, of course, you know.
The Sagaris?
Yeah.
Sagaris.
So Sagaris. All right, so 1.8 will beat that. Wait, was that 0 to 60? 1.3. So no, it won't. Not without some serious 0 to 60 specialty here. 1.476.
Smoke 'em. Have a great day. See you later.
Bummer. It may not beat the Sprint, even fully maxed. That's kind of iffy. Not happy about that. So, nope. I take it back. You probably don't want to use this. Because the Sprint is quite important. I mean,
dude,
obviously.
You've only got 80 Evo points. Oh,
80 Evo points. Not enough. Need more Evo.
Not evil enough.
Not Evo enough. Dr. Evo. All right. So now, so the biggest challenge right now, actually, for Tempest 3 Tier 4, used to be the 260 mile per hour speed trap, but now all these new cars will beat that. The problem now is most of them beat it without running the other part, which is the Sprint. So you kind of have to have both, right? So yeah, this car will beat the speed traps, but not the sprints. Let's take a look at this T4 right here, the GTAM. Let's see if this bad boy will beat it. It's no longer 1.494. It's actually 1.35 now. 36, I think. 1.36. Don't ask me why. It's changed, and it's gotten a lot tougher actually.
What did?
1.942. So here's another one that may or may not beat it. Oh, NA, I love that. We don't know what it's going to do. You go try it and you tell us.
Wait a second, I've never seen that before.
Yes, it's not applicable.
Have you ever seen that, Max?
I've seen it on some cars, but
what
it's basically
in the world?
saying it's so crazy, we don't even know what the hell it does.
This thing is going to be like a super beast.
Let's go try it. Watch it does it at like 0.01. Bang! It's done.
Either your tune is horrible or it's just
my tune probably is horrible. That's what the game's telling me. It's so bad, I'm not even going to give you a time. Get out of here. You wannabe tuner. Get out of here, you know? Oh yeah, the Flash event. Yeah, I need to get back to that. Oh wait, I finished it. I'm sorry guys, I finished it. I recorded it, but I finished it. I'll upload it as a video. Unless we could try to do it on this account with the LFA, but I don't know how laggy this is going to be. Look at this, it's still loading.
We
crashed the game, Danny, because I put it on NA and I tried to load up a race and the computer's going, no, you shall not.
Clavia, I do not understand.
What's he saying?
He's telling a joke, but I just don't get it. Something about asking the Elva about lunch and eat the rocks.
It went over my head too. Sorry, it's that boomer thing, you know, like we have a receding hairline, so stuff goes over it really easily. It just goes phew. right on over. Yeah, you shall not pass. It's like a Gandalf moment. All right, Danny, let's switch to your account while I try to figure out what's wrong with this. I might have to restart the game now.
No, I haven't. I haven't messed with the Duality Cup. I don't have the cars for it, so I haven't messed with that. All right, let me switch over real quick here, Max. Give me just a second.
No, Lex, I like the Regera better than the 918, but I love both cars actually.
I'm having some weird things on my account here.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I crashed the game because I made a tune that is impossible according to natural motion. So, you know, it's not just NA. It's literally, no, the game's telling me, no, you're done. Get out of here.
You've broken it, Max.
I have crashed the game.
That car had too much evil.
It has so much evil that it was basically NA. So you will not see the evil here because we do not allow it.
I'm going to install a couple extra parts on this guy. I need one more stage 6. I mean, one more pink fusion part to finish off my Supra, and then it's completely maxed out.
Hey, Ray, welcome. Shout out to Team X Racing, my crew. We got some guys in here heckling me. They got to heckle me because I'm in a live stream. Hey, he's in a live stream. Let's get him.
Dear hecklers, welcome to the stream.
Yep.
I like to heckle him as well.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate that.
All right, let's install a few parts on here.
Oh, I was like, I always thought it was North America. Don't you know North America gets a lot of NA? We NA everything. The politics, the other stuff, everything's NA. Okay, hold on. Looks like I may have something going on my end now.
All right. Let's go see if I can do a couple of showdown races with my slow car, guys. With my DBX. Max has the cool account, so I do the boring stuff today.
Oh, don't say that.
Let's find these showdowns.
That's a content account. That's cooler than any of our accounts.
Where is the showdown? I can't find it. There it is.
Very nice, Barton. That's a nice place to be. 34th is really high up. You guys got to be capping to stay up in that area.
That is
Those
good.
are all capper crews up there.
We're usually in between the 500 and the 1,000 mark every season, man. I couldn't even imagine being like the top 50 or something. That'd be pretty awesome, actually. All right. I'm about to get smoked by a Lamborghini, guys.
Oh, here we go.
I don't even know how to drive this car anymore. I've already forgotten. I can't remember which gear to hit nitrous on, but... Oh, I beat it? How did that happen?
They let you have it. Are you still on the placement races or not?
No. I don't think so.
Smoked with some salad dressings. Oh, wow. Yeah, you're a few races in. That's a surprise.
Nice comment. If they're both on milestone crews, that's great. Barton, hey, what's up, buddy? Yeah, YouTube's kind of rough sometimes, so guys, if you don't mind checking out Barton's channel, that would be cool. YouTube is not an easy place to do well. I've had a few channels that have worked out and a few that haven't, so you just gotta keep trying and keep at it, and eventually maybe stuff will kick on, you know?
Oh, you know, one of the side effects of updating is you cannot find anybody in Showdown because, you know, those are the early updating people, because there's not enough players in the updated versions of the lobbies, you find nobody. So that's one of the disadvantages of rushing in to be one of the first.
Ooh, tokens. Yeah, someone asked me earlier today how I can't find anything but bots. How do I fix it? Well, yep, you just gotta wait a few days, because once you get that update, it is bot city for probably the next 4 or 5 days, I would imagine.
Oh yeah. So we got a few guys in here with their own YouTube channels trying to grow. So shout out to Euclivia, who has his own channel. He did some Stage 6 videos. We got Josh Thacker trying to get... I know that where is Thomas? Thomas also has his own channel.
Oh boy.
So there are quite a few guys in here with YouTube channels, and you know, everybody's trying to grow, so everybody check it out. Don't repeat too much, guys. We don't want to spam too much in here. So
LOL has a good account, a good YouTube channel, guys.
All right, I got that innate tune to work, and it sucks. So let's forget about it. It does not sprint well at all.
My DBX is doing surprisingly good at the showdown so far.
That's awesome. No problem, Thomas. Porsche 935. Is that a new one? Let me look for it while Denny's doing his thing. Hang on a second.
Let me know whenever you want me to switch back. Max was having
if I find it, I will ask you to switch back. I'm going to go ahead and look for it.
We had to switch to my account while Max was taking care of the game crash.
Yep. The what's it? Prelator or Prelator? What is this spiker called?
The Prelator, I believe.
Prelator, right? That's an interesting car. Definitely an interesting car.
Now I'm getting
Quirky
smoked.
Wow, you hit the trophy wall.
I don't think I hit any walls, Max. I don't see any dents in my car.
So which one we're looking for? The Porsche 935, right? So let me see if the Martini Racing 935. I think I have it up now. You want to switch back over? Make sure we got the right car here after this race?
Yes, after this race. That's why I was just about to say, wait till this is over, but you beat me to it. Hey, look, is that another DBX? I like that one. I like that one better than mine.
I like that color. That is a cool looking color.
I've never seen that one before.
It's like an orange. Remember the Ford Focus ST had a color called Screaming Tangerine or something like that. No, Tangerine Scream.
Yeah,
That's a pretty cool orange.
All right. We're back to you, Mr. Max.
All right. So first of all, before I test drive it, are we looking at the right car? Because I don't want to go test drive something that you guys are like, no, that's the wrong car, old man. Get your Porsche straight. All right. So I got a yes. 935 Martini Racing. Okay,
man, the comments are going by fast today.
There's only one 935 in the game. Yes. Yes, there is.
Nice comment, Warrior. That sounds very cool.
Do we still have access to this car? I thought this was part of some kind of event reward.
And a long time ago it was, wasn't it?
Right, it was a while ago. I'm not sure I can still get this car. Hyper event. Yes, that's correct.
Sometimes they bring it back out if there's if it's going to be used for something else in the future, maybe.
All right, that was a pretty bad launch, so I am not too optimistic I'm driving it right. But I still got a 7.1 something.
That's still pretty good though. 7.1s are fast.
It's fast. I wonder if this in the right hands. This is probably a 6-point something car. May have to look it up. Let's do one more test run here.
I have no mute button available.
The elite T4 cars. Let's go look at them in a bit, Carlos. I mean, I just looked at 2 of the new T4 cars. Unfortunately, other than the 350Z, which I forgot to test, I don't think any of them can beat.
Can you hear me? What about audio now? What does that mean? Oh, you know what? We can't hear you. We can't hear you. I think I just... Okay, someone told me to mute my game, so I did, and it muted Max as well, so, sorry, Max. I wasn't thinking that was going to mute everybody, but, let me turn that back on. Alright.
Can you hear me now?
Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
Can you hear me now?
They said I did it on purpose. Well, he was talking a lot, so, you know, I just had to...
Verizon must have cut me off because I do a better "can you hear me now" than that dude that jump shipped over to Brent. So, anyway. Never mute the Max. That's funny.
No!
I'm back, guys. I am back. Thank you. All right.
Now they're having...
this car, see, I told you, this car will destroy Tempest 3 Tier 4 fully maxed because it's 0 to 60 without even fine-tuning. It's already a 1.37. So yes, the RB 350Z, just like the orange one we already have, looks like it can do it. Should be no problemo. Of course, that's fully maxed, but if not fully maxed, it may struggle a little bit.
I wish there was a way to get the game audio on a separate channel or something.
I'm not sure I want to hear the game audio. It's pretty bad.
Well,
So-
I've got game audio, but if I mute the game audio, it mutes you as well, so...
Oh.
People are listening to me race while they're watching your account there. So I know that's a little weird, but I don't think the emulator has an actual mute button on it itself. Let me click on that settings things up top.
I'm not sure how we get this RB 350Z. It's one of the future cars that's coming with the update, of course, but do you happen to know, Danny, how we can get this car?
No, I'm not really sure, honestly. Not sure at all.
There you go. Talk to San said, go to settings in game and mute the sound effects and music. This way you don't mute me. You just mute the game.
Yeah, the streaming thing doesn't work like that. I don't see a... there's-
CSR. Okay. That's
I don't
going to be
think
a
there's
lot
an
of
actual
scrolling.
mute button here.
That 350Z looks nice with a nice big picnic table. Yeah, it's got those funky wings on it. Kenny, I am using the F8 before in the showdown, and then of course I accidentally updated that account, and now I can't find anybody to race. So I am stuck with no more showdown. At least not on my main account.
Yeah, that would be awful not being able to do showdown.
Yeah, it kind of sucks. That was, yeah. I was actually trying to update this account on the emulator, but somehow I accidentally updated the wrong one. So that's what we were talking about earlier, right? If we can screw it up, we will. That's how it works.
Somebody just called you a loser, Max.
Oh, really? Oh, thanks.
I'm not sure which one of us they were talking about. Probably both. They said, look, grown man playing video games. What loser. We got hecklers in the crowd today.
Kobe Mamba, grown man playing video games. What a loser. Yay. Well, if that makes you a loser, I'm happy to be one, buddy. Because a lot of grown men are out there doing a lot worse things than playing video games.
Yeah.
There we go. C7, C8R. Which one do we want? The silver one?
We're happy to be losers. We are losers and proud of it.
No trans engine or intake. Wow. Then I have to tune it too.
Wait, what's
giving me a lot of work here.
You got a broken car or what?
No. Clivia wants me to test run it with the... Kenneth, I don't know how you get that Rocket Bunny. I'm not sure. I know it's coming as part of the new update, but it may be an event reward car. It may, because it's obviously not a milestone since there's no variation of the gold and purple star.
Yeah,
so it's probably some kind of event-based reward car.
For the most part, we don't know how you're going to get any of the new cars except for we do know a couple are going to be part of the Elite Customs, but we don't know how you're going to get those either. They could be free. They could be prize cars from the event. We just don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say. It really is hard to say. Better not be paid. Well, I don't think it's fancy enough to be a paid car. At least I'm hoping it's not. I don't want to pay for it. Yeah, but I mean, sooner or later we're going to get access to all these cars because they're in the data. They're going to be added to the game. So it's just a matter of finding out how we're going to actually get it done. All right, so...
I need to pee. I'll be right back. Did you hear me?
Assuming we're going with Max Evo Tune here, 7.676. Let's try to test drive it.
Max, do you copy?
I'm here. What's up?
Okay, I said I'm going to pee. I shall return.
Oh, okay. Don't fall in.
I will. Oh. I fill my water bottle up too. It's empty.
Wow, see, you're just doing it to yourself. You refill stuff and then... Wait, I don't know how to drive this C8. What am I doing here? Hold on. Hang on, I'm going to redo that. That was pretty bad. Let's see, what did that run anyway? That one, 7.769. 7.676, so I'm a 10th off here. All right, let's try that again. Late launch it, got it. All right. Yeah, the yellow one's a little bit faster. I can see it's got slightly higher Evo, but that's... So I'm gonna try to late launch this. All right, that didn't work. It's gonna have to be real late launch if I don't want to get a 0 RPM drop there. So I may have to retune the tire. Wait, the Prestige Cup can be beaten without any stage 6s. So how are you driving that Porsche? Because you should be able to get through. It's beatable on stage 5 only, depending on which opponent you get, of course. All right, guys, take it easy on the repeated posts. I mean, we ask people not to do that because it really basically makes the chat unreadable. All right, so take it easy on that. All right, so Eclivia, have you... All right, so let's try this. Let's take a look here if I can't get... All right, so I'm going to Yeah. That's what I... Can somebody look up Zukar shift pattern and just tell me what it is? Because I don't want to switch out of here because I'm actually reading you guys' chat. So I don't want to go look it up on YouTube at the moment. All right, let me try an earlier launch. And later nitrous. See if that helps.
Somebody get the winch.
All right, Dinesh, have a good night. Nope, that didn't help. That's actually worse. So I think that 0 RPM drop launch actually may be the right one.
Oh, man. Got real tired out of nowhere today.
Might be Evo Cup card. Okay, so that 350 might be another Evo Cup card. That's great. That means you got to have something else that's maxed out in order to get it.
What's up, ACJ? Later, Dennis. Have a great day.
All right, so I do have to 0 RPM drop it. There it is. Okay. So it actually runs better with the 0 RPM drop. But what gear for nitrous? Is it 4th gear, or I have a feeling it's not necessarily 2nd gear. Hey Beast, welcome to the live stream.
If we haven't said hello to you, which we probably haven't said hello to most people, hello! Thanks guys for all coming out. You guys are awesome. We definitely appreciate you guys checking out our streams. These things are a lot of fun.
NOS before 3000 RPM second. Okay. All right, Eclivia, let's try what we just read in the chat for the pattern. So we're going to try to get an RPM drop again. Well, actually, I shifted in at 3000 instead of doing it. All right, so I kind of screwed that up again, but let's see. So about 2700 RPM NOS, but in 2nd gear.
My understanding is you have to shift directly into 6th gear. Then at 12,000 RPMs, you go back down to 2nd gear. All right. Hit your nitrous.
That was a 7.6.
That's what you got to do.
Check nitro and final drive. Yeah, I'll play with it a little bit. The tune might be slightly off here. All right, here we go. Let's try this again. Yeah, so I think it's actually shifting into 2nd, and nitrous at 3000 probably will produce the best time, but that one looks like another 7.6 run there, hopefully. What do we have? What do we have? Oh, no, I failed. All right, so let's take a look at... So NOS is... nitrous is at 6.5. I don't think increasing it is going to be much help. Final drive is at the highest Evo point here, and then if you lower anything else, it drops rather than go up. So that's probably the best setup for it at this point. Yeah, final drive's 2.0. That's what we have it. So that's it. That's the best I can do. Yeah. So, Eclivia, if you still have a question, I mean, you know, we can always talk about it more after the live stream, but not a bad car. I mean, this is a good car. Obviously, it will beat Harkness. It's a fast enough car. Just those Chevy Fusions. Okay, so... Denny, did you do the PC Cup yet?
Yes.
Oh, you did? All right, so maybe we can jump on my account and let me run the PC Cup with a Stage 5 Porsche. I think our friend earlier said that he couldn't get through the PC Cup with some Stage 6s. I think he's missing some Fusions, obviously, but let's see if we can get through Stage 5 PC Cup. Let me see about switching to the other account on my end.
The best cars to Elite are the ones you're going to use for live racing the most. If you think you're going to use the Supra for live racing, yes, by all means, Elite the Supra. But if you don't think you're going to use the Super for a lot of live racing, then I would elite something else if possible.
Yeah, Kenneth, the Tuatara actually did a 283 mile per hour verified run. The 316 one was never verified and people call BS on it. So SSC went back and did it again. And the best they were able to do this time was about a 283 two-way. Mind you, the Bugatti 300, which hit 300, was doing it one way. So it's not a official record because it didn't do it both ways. You have to do it both ways or two ways in order for it to be considered a world record. So right now it still is, the SSC did get, I think, the new record that is official, but it's not 300 miles an hour.
Yes, I was in a tornado. It dropped some trees on my neighbor's houses, and one guy's house got cut in half. That was over the winter, though. No joke. Tornado started in my backyard, flew over my house, and destroyed quite a few things on my street.
I've had the good fortune of never being near a tornado yet, so I'm going to hope that it stays that way.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. I woke up to this horrible sound going roar. I was like, oh my god.
That's not fun.
And it sounded like glass shattering everywhere. It was the hail. The hail hitting the house just sounded like glass smashing. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. Like, never once in my life has there been a storm where I was like, oh man, I got to get to the basement now. You know what I mean? And from the sound we had, I was like, it's here. It's like, there's no time to get to the basement. But yeah, it actually started in our backyard.
Without warning, that's always rough.
Yes. It was pretty scary.
Right. We got some questions here. Eclavia, Black Series AMG is not very good, so don't build it.
Not good at all.
Not good at all. Zeneb, do I watch F1? I don't know if you were asking me or Denny. But no, I don't watch F1 because we don't get a lot of F1 on TV or anything here in the US.
Yeah, I don't have any car channels at all. I don't have any channels that have any good car programs. They all suck.
Danny, let's switch to your account real quick so I can switch over to my account on the other end. And then this way we can show them the PC Cup stuff. Because I think the Porsche can do the PC Cup without any Stage 6s if you tune it and drive it right. So let's see if we can help them out a little bit.
Alrighty. I'm just playing with the tune on my crappy Prestige Cup car here. Or my crappy Showdown car here. I've added some parts, so I gotta retune the thing. I like this song, though.
Alright, let me change over to my Prestige.
I'll tell you,
account.
The very first song that was playing when this live stream started, I swear they ripped off Van Halen. I mean, it sounded exactly like a Van Halen song.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I can't remember which one, maybe Hot for Teacher or something, but it was so close, it's not even funny.
Oh, so Eclivia asked about the two 1970 Dodge Charger RTs. So I'll tell you what the difference is. One looks like the one from the movie. The other one looks like they scanned some toy out of a model car toy. That's the difference. Okay. The later one actually has the proper supercharger, the wheels, and the decals. And the first one, which is the one I'm stuck with, looks like somebody bought a 1/18 scale model and scanned it. So that's the difference between those two.
They should have just changed the way it looked instead of bringing out a whole second car.
Well, I think they had to literally, for whatever reason, they must not have digitized the actual car the first time around.
Yeah.
Maybe they had issues getting access to it. But the current one that came later is the one that's the actual one. The first one looks like something they took like a, Barago toy and scanned it and go, there you go. They'll never tell the difference. It looks just like the real thing.
Yeah.
I looked at it. It looks like, but I'm still pissed off about that because I'm stuck with that one. So
I do like the Gamera. The Gamera is a cool car.
Yeah, the Gamera is a cool car, and especially with that Martin's little discovery of the Evo Drop tune. That thing's kind of a beast. So, because I didn't actually notice that when I was tuning it, but he found that variation, the glitch tune, which is actually quite good.
I don't think my voice is that deep, Aclavia. So it sounds like volcanoes erupting and all this stuff.
I mean, if you want to go with deeper voice, we can always try for that. How much deeper can you go? I don't know how much deeper I can really go.
Oh, man. Yeah. That wasn't very good, was it? Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, let's not lose sight of why we're here. It's not a deep voice contest.
My favorite car sound. I don't really have a favorite car sound.
There was a comedian that used to make all the sounds for different cars. He was making fun of them, and I think he was like saying, so he goes, "You ever hear Suzuki? It goes by you real fast. It's like Suzuki, like that, and like it just drives by Suzuki."
You're cutting out when you do
had
that.
me laughing so hard because he did that for different brands too. He had like a whole thing going. It might be, I don't know if it's Fluffy. I'm too old, and I may know somebody from further back than Fluffy, but that was a hilarious comedian, and he made all the different car brand sounds, and it was great.
I've never really been into stand-up comedy. There's a couple guys that I liked, but not too many actually.
I like Fluffy though. Fluffy's funny too.
Isn't that the real big fat guy?
Yeah. He's great.
I don't know if I've ever really... I wonder if he's the one that did the gag about Free Willy. Because about being...
There was another... I don't want to... I'm not going to go politically correct here. So there was another fat comedian who who did a great skit about fat people eating in the Chinese buffet, right? And he goes, they went in the Chinese buffet, they ate, and then the proprietor comes running out, and he's like, "You go now. You've been here 7 hours. You get out." I was like, that killed me when they did that.
Yeah, I kind of remember that. Wait a second. Oh. Never mind.
You've been here 7 hours. You leave now.
You eat everything. You eat all this. I remember that one. I think that's the same thing we're talking about.
Yeah, I think that guy was funny. I loved it. All right, what do we got? License plate. I think the supercar signs thing is becoming a new event thing that they're going to repeat and repeat. It gives the developers a chance to force us to upgrade and use certain cars. I believe there is another supercar signs coming too, if it's not already in the schedule somewhere.
The Saline S7 is a very cool car, but man, it's very hard to get parts for, so I'm not even bothering with mine because I don't think I'll ever have the parts to max that thing out, so I'm not really sure it's worth upgrading, honestly.
Well, I've Anurag asked, what real car have I seen in real life that is my favorite? I have seen an LB Aventador convertible at the racetrack, and I've also seen the R34 GTR with Nismo Z-Tune hood and everything in person. That was actually quite the treat.
Where I live,
those I really liked.
Where I live, we don't really get too many cool cars coming through. I've seen a Ferrari once in my life, just driving around on the streets, maybe once or twice. I've seen a Lamborghini a couple times. Yeah, people just don't have fancy cars around here. Now, there is a dealership that sells Lambos and Porsches and stuff down the street, but it's teeny tiny. It's like it's a glass showroom, and all the cars are inside. They don't have anything out on the lot, but they only have like 5 or 10 cars at a time there. I always drive by it and I stare into the window as I drive by, but I've never actually went there for some reason. I always said,
jump on that.
I always said
Sorry.
someday I'm gonna go to that dealership and check it out, but never did.
Well, we got near me across the bridge in Jersey's FC Kerbeck, and they sell all the luxury cars. I actually saw a Bugatti Veyron on 95 one day driving towards that dealership. So, you know, they got some customers with some pretty serious cars over there. I had a Lamborghini Huracan. What was it? What's the one that Huracan Evo? Is it the Huracan Evo that has the wing on it? That one. I had a guy driving down the turnpike one day when I was going to work, and he was hammering that thing. So I was trying to chase him down, but unfortunately I was in a Lexus, and you know, you really can't keep up with a guy in a Lamborghini who's trying to drive fast when you're in a Lexus. Performante, yeah, that one, the performance version of that Lambo. Yeah, that car looks really good on the road. It was really hot, and you know, I was trying to follow him, and the guy just like, oh no, sorry, you're too slow. Goodbye. That was that. I've seen a few Alfa Romeo, the T2 one. What is that called? The
Gila Quadra.
Man, I'm having a lot of mental breakdown here. I can't remember anything.
Gila Quadra
4C, yes, the 4C. I've seen at least 3 of them around town. A yellow one and 2 red ones that I've seen in person. So, and an R32 GTR and that kind of stuff. But there's some nice cars around Philly. I actually saw, believe it or not, Danny, I actually have a picture going over the bridge of a actual LB body kitted R35 GTR.
Nice.
It's one of the ones that you see on. I found his picture on the internet too. He's one of the few in town that has a full kit LB kit on a GTR. So
that would be cool. There used to be a lot of
I
little.
live in Pennsylvania, right near Philly.
There is a GTR that drives around my neighborhood. I don't think they live in this neighborhood because he only comes through occasionally, but it's kind of a cool looking car. It's just a regular one, nothing special about it though. I mean GTRs are pretty special, but it doesn't have any fancy body kits or modifications or anything, is what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, Kenny, actually, in the data, and this is what's weird, in the data of the game, the Supercar Science event, which is in there, says that it is. Let me see here. Let me look at my game data here. Whoop, files.
I don't even know how to find that stuff.
I mean, the emulator has a built-in file search thing. If you go in there, there's a folder called binary metadata, and inside that is a file called the Gacha event calendar. And the Gacha events calendar, no app registered to handle that type of file. Thanks. Okay, so I need to use a different program to open it. But in that file, if you open it, it actually says Supercar Science. What's interesting in that data is, and I'm going to see if I can pull it up here. It actually says that the binary metadata file says that there is a. Here we go. All right.
Do you want me to switch to you?
It says, yep. Sorry. Go ahead.
So you want me to switch?
Not yet. Let me pull it up first, and then we'll talk about it when I'm looking at it. Oh, here we go. All right. So let me pop another screen on here, and then you can switch over. I can show what I'm talking about.
The
All right, if you want to switch it over.
The Copo Camaro's horsepower is secret?
That's probably true. These are drag race cars, so they don't exactly announce it to the world. Yes, we make 900 horsepower, and you know, then Ford's going to come out and go, "Oh, we make 902." Haha.
I would imagine it has buttloads.
Yeah. So here's the Gacha events calendar of the updated file. Okay, And what you see here, this is the notice it's marked as Supercar Science Aston Martin Gold Car Valhalla. Then it has McLaren 765 LT Gold Supercar Science McLaren. So there might be a Supercar Science Aston Martin as well as a Supercar Science McLaren and a Supercar Science Pagani coming in the future. Well, this is all data. Of course, this doesn't mean anything. They can change this at any time. But notice all the PC cars are already listed in here in order. This is metadata. Now, the guys that are really good at digging this stuff, this is how they find out what's coming and what cars are going to release, etc., etc. But I'm not that skilled, but this is a free file for me to look at, and I just happened to click on it and said, oh, a text file. Let me see what it says. And here it is. It says a bunch of things that, kind of tell you what's coming. So this is interesting that there's a Aston Martin Valhalla Gold 2020 Gold Supercar Science, etc. That usually means that there's going to be a Gold Star version of that car coming at some point. On the other hand, this calendar can be subject to change, so it is not something to totally rely on. But it's just something I noticed while browsing the files. Anybody see anything I'm missing here?
Favorite
you
car
see
with
the Duality Cup with the Ginetta Aquila, as well as but there's a dummy gacha Duality 130 Car B. That's interesting. That means they're not 100% sure if they can maybe replace this with a different car, but 812 Superfast and Aquila should be the Duality. Yes, there's a possibility they will make a Gold Star Valhalla. It's not in the update yet, apparently, but there's a possibility that that's coming. So that's what I see anyway. All right, Denny, let's switch again to let me. I was talking about that Porsche PC Cup earlier, and I haven't done it. Let's switch to you and then switch to me, and I'll go ahead and put that up.
Yeah.
Find my Porsche. There it is.
I've never looked in any of those folders. I've always been too scared to mess with that stuff.
Right. I mean, everything's a possibility only, right? I mean, the developer can change any of this at any time, which isn't, which is a showdown reward, which is possible too. Again, I don't actually know much about this stuff. I just happen to see the file. That's about as much knowledge as I can get out of it.
Well, my luck, I'd open the file and all my cars would disappear. And they'd be gone forever. That's the kind of thing that happens to me.
Right. We have people, I literally have people that I'm talking with that can't open their account now for whatever reason because of, glitching in the file. So yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on out there. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this Porsche. I'm going to run the PC Cup real quick, and we can keep talking while I do that. So we can see what we can do here. So I'm actually running race number 1, okay? So there's no reason I shouldn't be winning this, but this is a Stage 5 Full Fusion Porsche PC car. As you can see, you can probably get 8.6 run out of it, but I have to play with it a little bit to get that. But I know it can do 8.7. That's almost as good as the final opponent's numbers. So you should be able to beat the PC Cup. Not necessarily with any Stage 6, but with some Stage 6, you should definitely be able to beat the PC Cup, is what I'm trying to say.
I barely beat it with 2. I don't know if I have my car tuned right, though.
Well, with this car, a lot of it is in the shift pattern, too, because this is one of those weird shift patterns where the nitrous is super late. You got to skip to second, go to third. There's all kinds of blah, 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 blah going on all at once. And that's the issue with this particular car. What's the tune for the... you talking about the 718 tune you typed earlier? Let me go back up. I have a 5.0 final drive on this, so we might be looking at the same tune here. Well, that goes way back. I got to scroll up a lot to find out.
It's the Mustang Cobra Jet in the game. If you look at the PP, it says secret.
Actually, Rail, we're running the same tune already. So I am on the... in fact, I'll go back and show the tune. Because that's going to be important. People are going to want to know what the tune is. I'm running basically that same tune because that's the tune I showed on my Stage 5 video for the Porsche. It's about a 3.0 nitrous, 5.0 final drive, 0-100 tire. From there, it's all in the shifts. I mean, if you shift it just right, it should run like 8.6s is what people have told me they can do. Of course, good old me, I keep getting 8.7s. You know, but somebody said that they can get 8.6s out of it. So maybe I'm shifting into third at the wrong RPM. It's little playing around going on here. Yeah, if you don't have pink fusions or you don't want to use them, extra stage 6s will definitely do the job. So let's see. Let me use nitrous and fifths instead of 6. Shouldn't make that much of a difference. That makes a little bit of a difference.
Someone just says the Varus M4 is really bad. I haven't messed with that one, Comment. I've never driven that car at all, so I don't know anything about that guy.
Okay, so the 5.0 tune for everything except for the last race. I assume the last race might have been, what, a speed trap, or is it still a time race? I thought the last one was a timed race. Now, speed trap wise, this car shouldn't be a problem. I mean, you're doing like 188.
That's interesting.
Oh, it was timed. Okay. I know that one of my crewmates found a car that ran like high 8.7s, and some people were shown 8.6 opponents. So again, with this one, there's always one slow car if you're willing to spend some gas looking for them. So, all right, have a good night, Ryan. All right, let's see.
Oh my gosh, I'm so tired.
5-star
today.
means nothing. 5-star just means the car's hard to get. It doesn't mean the car's any good.
Yeah, I mean, we know the rarity.
That, yeah, that's so everybody's saying that Varus M4 it sucks, which I kind of don't doubt. Oh, there you go. Thanks for the tip on the shift pattern. Now I got a 8.685. Okay, so first 3 gears quick, 4th gear deep, and then nitrous 6. I think is what I just did there.
I was driving mine all wrong. I should have looked it up before I drove it again.
This car's got a weird shift pattern. I mean, let's be honest. It's got kind of a funky shift.
I was just doing what I remembered, but I guess I didn't do it right.
No, it's right before 6. Yeah, I think it's somewhere late 5th, right? Rail. That helps you get the best run. It's not quite 6th gear. It's like late 5th gear and then skip to 6 afterwards. Okay, yep, that's what I thought. The Varus M4's garbage. Well, is the Varus M4 eliteable, or is it just a car that comes out and you build it and that's it?
I don't think we can do anything about your hamster, sorry.
So Ruben got an 8.8 opponent. There we go. I knew there's always like a slower opponent somewhere. Now, I know somebody's going to ask, and I'm going to tell you right now, and I said it in my other video too. No, this car is not easy to use for Tempest 3 Tier 3. Okay? Alright, so if it's Elite Tuner, that means that Varus M4 has potential to become faster. Maybe it becomes a 10-9 car when it's fully elite. Which still sucks, but it's better. So I did the nitrous late 5th, jumped to 6, and there it is, 8.6 again. So that's how you get the 8.6 runs. Is it a similar shift pattern at a lower build? The only difference is, if it's really lower build, Dave, I don't think you can shift to 2nd immediately because you bog the car down. You may have to let the 1st gear run just a hair before you start jumping to the higher gears. The LB M3 Max is good for Tempest 3 Tier 3. It will beat it. So the LBM4 and the LBM3, both folding Max will take down Tempest 3 Tier 3. Both cars are good for that.
I think it's the Max show today. I'm so tired, I'm out of it. I'm not saying much, everybody.
Wake up,
I
Danny,
apologize.
Make some coffee in between the bathroom runs. Come on.
I would, but it's already 6:30. It's too late for coffee now.
I've had coffee later than that. I actually had espresso one night at like 9 o'clock.
Were you able to sleep?
Yeah, I was passed out by 12 still, so, you know. I'm sure it wasn't good for my heart, but nonetheless, it didn't stop me from falling asleep.
I think they say coffee affects you for about 6 hours.
It probably does, but when you drink every day, you get desensitized to some of its effects, and it just doesn't, you know, give you the kick that you think it would.
True.
Right, so your Elite Custom car will, so it'll improve at least. I mean, it's still bad, but it'll be better if you spend some tokens on it. Bosco could drink it after 9 p.m. and don't feel it. I don't know if, I can't say I don't feel it, but, you know, it won't stop me from sleeping. If I need to sleep, I will sleep. So... But I do enjoy a nice morning coffee. That's always nice. $255 has to be kilometers per hour. I'm on miles per hour, Anthony. So I don't think it's going to ask you to hit 255 miles per hour in the PC Cup. That would be ridiculous for this car. Tier 3 cars generally don't have to get that high. Daring, I am not creating my own crew. I am not going to run a crew. I just don't have any interest in doing that. Being an admin in some crews, I already know how difficult it is to run a crew, and I don't want the job, quite frankly.
Yeah,
Danny,
it is.
Do you
it
run
is
your
a lot
crew
of
or you
work.
just admin?
I run a crew.
Oh, so you're the boss man.
Yeah.
So big boss man Danny, right?
I'm the boss. I'm the boss.
Yeah, boss. Yeah, boss. What do you need, boss?
They do what I say or I hit kick button.
3, 2, 1. Goodbye.
I'm the boss. Oh yeah.
What's that Cartman line from South Park? You will respect my authority.
Yeah. Respect my authority. My authority. I don't know if I sound like him or not, but my crew, I'm pretty lucky with my crew. It almost runs itself, actually. We got a lot of good people. There's hardly any real problems in the crew. It's just lots of good people there.
Yeah, Billy accent. Well, I don't even know if I could do a hillbilly accent, quite frankly, but you have a little bit of. I think you can do the southern accent better, right? You can.
I'm actually really good at these southern accents. Maybe not tonight because I'm really freaking tired right now, but I can do a heck of a southern accent most days. I feel like if I tried it right now, it wouldn't work, though. What's up, y'all? There's a little bit of it right there.
LOL, the boss of RP. I'm the RP boss. You want some RP? You talk to the boss. If you want some PP, you don't talk to the boss. I don't want any part to do with that.
Say what?
PP, you know, the PP points. The evil and the PP.
Things
right?
just got weird.
When your PP is greater than your evil, you got a problem. That's the issue.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You don't want the Evo to be lower.
No, gotta have more evil, less PP.
Oh my goodness. They should have named it. They should have named it something else.
They should have. I don't know what they were thinking when they put that in. Every time I read it in my videos, and I'm like, it's performance points. Okay, it's not the other thing. It is performance points.
I don't know what they
not go down that juvenile, kiddish. That's like the guy I raced, and everybody's like, "You didn't catch that? You didn't catch that?" His name. I was like, "Dude, I caught that. I just didn't want to repeat it on video." I mean, it's we all do it. It's hilarious, but so I'm crazy. You should see me in person. I'm even worse.
Mad Max. We got Mad Max in the house, guys.
Mad Max is actually a cool dude. I'm more like just crazy without the mad part.
Crazy Max.
Nuthouse Max. That's the one. Give the Joker a run for his money. All right. What do we got? Let's see. No questions, guys? I mean, I'm running this cup here, and I don't see any real questions here. Let's see. Another 2-lock. Is CH3 going to be another 2-locking event? 3-lock. Oh, the CH3, I think it should be at least a 2-lock-in event, right? But you have to actually... Here's the thing. You have to complete the King of the Modders evolution in order for you to get access to the new event. So if you have not completed the evolution, it won't even open up for you. So that's the issue. I mean, I was actually looking at that event. It says coming in 26 days when I was looking at the map earlier. I don't see it now for some reason. But it was actually showing that it's coming in 26 days. But it also, when you click on it, says you must have completed the King of the Mod Stars evolution.
Yeah, it almost looks like the new Tempest is going to be part of Elite Tuners.
Something the new Tempest.
I have a video coming out tomorrow, and it's a little bit about the new update, but something they said on there makes it sound like Tempest is part of Elite Tuners. I'm not sure if I understood it correctly, but yeah, I think that's what they're saying. I wonder what happens if I
actually I don't know if what they're doing with this Tempest 4 thing. I mean, they keep hinting at it, and then they just kind of string you along. You know what I mean? They're not really giving it to us. They're just saying, "Oh, it's coming. It will be here soon. You shall have it one day, someday, in the future, maybe." I mean, come on. It's 3 years, or 2 years at least. It's been 2 years since we been told that Tempest 4 shall be here soon.
Yeah, it's been forever. It really has.
You know how I know? Because my elite car from Tempest 3 was from back in the Ferrari event. Think about how far back that goes. That's like one of the first big events they did, before the Bugattis and all the Paganis and the Italia. Ferrari was the first one. And I was able to elite a car out of that event for Tempest 3. So that's how far back we're talking. It's crazy. Oh, LL, I'd never seen the full movie of that Joker because I heard it was real dark. And I'm not particularly into like the dark stuff. I like the Batman cartoon Joker. In fact, I think he was voiced by the guy who, what's his name? He's voiced by Mr. Jedi from Star Wars. Mark Hamill. Yeah. Mark Hamill did his voice in the Batman series. Animated series, I should say.
I am Batman.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'm into the disturbing stuff, guys. I like comedy. I like a little fun. I get a lot of kick out of what's his name, Peter Russell. I like listening to him. So I like fun stuff. I'm not into the really dark stuff. Although I'm Batman is kind of cool. You know, the Dark Knight series was cool. All right.
Who was that?
We're moving right
Ed-
along here. I know we're talking and chatting and stuff. Best Joker? Yes, that actor is. I mean, that was a phenomenal Joker. I have to say, the Dark Knight Joker was really well done. He got under Batman's skin in that movie. That was a great movie.
I
Heath
hate
Ledger,
the
yep.
Joker.
Huh?
I hate the Joker.
You hate the Joker.
I don't know why, but I cannot stand that character on any Batman movie. I just freaking hate it. It's not like it's not really scary or anything. It's just a really just like gross and disturbing character.
Wow. He's obnoxious.
Yes.
But you know, there was an interesting point in they made a whole cartoon movie once where Batman had a chance to kill the Joker, and he won't do it. And Robin asked him why. Why won't you kill the Joker? You had every chance to kill him. And Batman said, if I did it, I'd be like him, and I don't want to be like him. So that's kind of like one of the moral things that they introduce in one of the cartoon movies, which makes sense, right? You know,
They should have killed that thing when they had the chance.
but honestly, if I had the chance, I would shoot him.
Me too, just because he's
Yeah.
annoying.
All right, so this is an extreme speed trap of 176. I know the car does 188, so it may be extreme, but it's not hard to do. Okay, so just use nitrous 6, 7th, and just keep pushing. Oh, made it. I should have probably used nitrous in 7th. That would have been better. But 184 on a 176 target speed. That was race 23. Is that the last speed trap? Do you guys know?
I think
Or
it
there
is.
more.
I believe that's the last one.
Yeah, the 2020 BRZ is coming. You know what's sad about the BRZ? Look, the 86 is the slowest of the T1s. The BRZ is fighting hard to be one of the slowest of the T4s. I don't even know why they made it a T4. Probably because we already have two slow ones in T3. So they made it a T4, and now it's like a crappy T4. It's like, come on, guys. If you're going to put the BRZ in the game, at least make it a little bit better than that. That was disappointing. It was like 900 Evo. That was it. 960 something. When we were looking at it earlier, the BRZ TS.
Yeah, we need more
Look at the
Evo.
shit. Nitrous. Screw that up.
We need way more Evo.
720S Spider. One of my crewmates says it's really good. I think it's one of those cars where I was taking a break from playing. I never got that car, so I'm not sure how great it is. But, or is it a 600 LT Spider I didn't get? One of these Spiders I missed. I think the 720S Spider should be a decent car, but it's not outstanding though. It's not outstanding. None of the 720Ss are really killers nowadays, like they were for a while. Now, off topic, okay? Let's get off the Joker for a second. The movie I watched when I was supposed to be watching the Joker, I got two movies from a friend. He sent me the movies. And the one I watched was Ford vs. Ferrari, and I love that movie. That was a good movie. If you're a car guy, you got to watch that movie. It was
I haven't
very well
seen that
done.
yet.
Oh, you got to check that out. Ford vs. Ferrari was a great movie.
Looks cool. Definitely looks cool.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. I totally enjoyed that. And the acting was good. The way they did the story was good. Now, who doesn't love the Ford GT?
It is a cool
I mean, I don't
car.
love it in the game as much, but, you know.
I've never been a huge fan of Fords, but man, that Ford GT is pretty awesome.
It is a cool movie. It is a cool movie. What is the most useful PC car? Right now, I would put the Griffiths on the top of that list because it's the Evora, the Griffith, and the RS6 Avant, which, by the way, is coming back again as a PC car. Those three are really good because they're good live racing cars. So I would definitely put those three at the top PC cars I like.
Yeah, those are definitely pretty awesome.
Yes, Rail, it is a true story. Of course, they changed some things because, it's a movie, but
based on a true story.
Based on a true story, yeah.
That means it's like 10% reality, 90% fiction.
But I heard the part where the reason Ford and Ferrari went at it. That part was, yes, Barton, that is an Audi. RS6 Avant is Audi.
That's a really nice car too.
That's a really good car. Yep. But the Ford versus Ferrari thing was great. That's and the reason Ford went after Ferrari apparently was based on trying to buy Ferrari, and he got snubbed, and he got pissed off. That's why he started the whole thing against Ferrari.
Well, Ferrari is definitely the better car manufacturer, though.
Ferrari is the better race car team. Period. I mean, they're really good at that. Yeah, America finally got it, and half of us can't afford it. That thing is like $120,000 in the U.S. That RS6 Avant.
It's really that much?
Yeah, it's like I saw one at the Audi dealership. I went and looked at the specs. I was like, Jesus Christ, 100,000 plus for this thing. It's cool and all, but come on.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, I mean that, and options from German cars could jack that up another 10, 20 easy. Wow, 120k euro base, jeez.
German cars, even the parts are so expensive, it's unreal.
Yeah. Well, the repairs, you have to get specialized shops to handle the work, right?
That too.
Yeah, and then they get you good.
But I mean, even when I had a Volkswagen, it was like $120 or $80 or something just for a set of spark plug wires. Yeah. I was just like, oh my god.
Oh, and I got an intake. How did I not expect to get an intake? Because it's almost 90% of the time either turbo or intake.
It's always a darn duplicate too.
Yeah, it's always a duplicate too. I hate that. I mean, the one thing that makes me want to throw the phone or kick the screen is that every time I go through PC Cup, when I get to race 28, I just kind of cross my finger and go, don't screw me too bad, please.
I get so tired of the duplicate stage 6 parts. They drive me nuts.
Oh yeah.
Drive me nuts.
Steve W goes, makes me laugh that you guys think you're old because I'm 61. Hey, listen, man, the fact that you're 61 and you're here watching this stream and playing this game, you got my respect right there. You got it, buddy. Because that's how we should all be. I want to be 85 and playing video games. I mean, like, Sonny, back in the day, I was able to drag race on the video games. Nowadays, it's all like just 3D virtual reality crap. You should go back to my days. When I'm 85, watch, I'm going to be doing that. I'm telling you.
Whatever makes a person happy is what they should do,
What? I'm sorry. I kind of missed that.
Whatever makes a person happy is what they should do. As long as it's not like serial killing or something, of course.
Yeah, that part I think, if that does make you happy, keep it to yourself. I don't want to know.
Yeah, as long as you're not like out there eating brains or who knows what. As long as it's not hurting other people, I should say.
I have seen some 85-year-olds that does look like a zombie, so,
Yeah, that's true.
They are out there.
What I like is those guys who dress up like old men and they go and play basketball or go to the skate park and ride skateboards and they're better than everybody else, but they got like the professional Hollywood makeup to make them look like they're 92 years old, Have you seen any of that?
Well, that's actually pretty cool what they can do with makeup nowadays.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah. You remember in all the old movies where they peel off their face and they turn into someone else? The scary part is it's actually probably possible nowadays. Like, you can literally, do that whole thing with the face and then they literally just peel it off, That used to be movie magic.
Now you're saying they're really chopping people's faces off.
Well, I mean, I think it's possible nowadays. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it might be. Hey, thanks, Odom. I'm glad we at least are better than that other thing. I don't want to say that on the stream, though. Let's keep that word off of the stream. We are all staying safe and living life. So let's move forward. Let's see. Oh, yeah, Audi parts killing you? Yeah, Dave. BMW is the same way, believe me. I don't know about Mercedes. I haven't heard a whole lot of positive with Mercedes repair bills either. I think they're all pretty high. Where's PC car? Wow, that's a tough question. What is the worst PC car? Well, the worst PC car of recent memory for me definitely was a Maserati. What's that car called? The Ghibli? The Giblet? That thing was so annoying.
The Giblet. There's a lot of PC cars that have been terrible. A lot. So I don't even keep track anymore.
The Z28, when that car came out, was actually okay. Because the Z28, when all the T4s are running 12s, it was actually pretty competitive. The problem is we now have like 9.5 second, cars, so the Z28 in comparison's garbage. But I never hated it that much, but comparatively nowadays, I can totally understand. So, yeah, Mercedes and BMW are even more expensive than Audi. I don't doubt that. The parts got to be, I had a 96 M3 that I bought for $5,000. I ended up fixing it for $6,000 before I sold it. So, yeah, that was not fun. Don't buy it that used. It's the lesson right there. GT Speed is pretty bad too. Yep, definitely not a fun car. All right, all right. So I'm on the last race here. Let's see how badly I get beat. Because if I do get beat, I'm gonna have to go for a different opponent and hope that I can beat him. Or if I pull this one off, no, I didn't. Ah, I did. No, I didn't. Nah,
you lose.
So close.
What a rip off.
And his name is Anthony. Okay. So 8.654, I did 8.678. I don't think I'm going to beat that, so I'm going to go back to garage and then see if I can find someone who's slower.
So close, so close.
That was close. That was close. Now, all I need to do is find that 8.7 guy, and I got this. And again, guys, I'm not using stage 6s, even though I have 5 of them now. That intake actually wasn't a duplicate. You saw the 6, right, when I went back to garage? So I can actually install that.
I would go for it.
I just want to finish it with stage 5 only. I know it's doable. A Mustang must be slower. Yeah, right. Okay, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Right. Concentrate.
It's in the lead.
Concentrate. Run out of nitrous so I can catch you. Yeah, no. Damn it.
So close, so close.
So close. Ah, bummer. Oh, wow, this guy's even quicker. All right, that's just not right.
Got
Here
smoked
I'm running
like a cigarette.
I know. Smoke like a cigarette. Where's our smoke like a cigarette guy? Come on, man. You gotta say hi.
He was here earlier.
I saw him earlier. I did. He's gotta be here. I have 20 pips of gas, and I am willing to spend it all to find the slow guy. So, he's not here. He left. Oh.
Whichever one was cheaper to drive, Thomas. Diesel or gas truck?
Hey, speaking of Ford GT, look at that. Alright, I didn't launch too well there, so this may not be a good run. May not be. Nope. Let me see what he ran, though. Yeah, this is full stage 5, full fusion. I don't have any stage 6s in. Oh, man, this guy's quick, too. Okay. Goodbye, Mr. Quick. I'm gonna look for Mr. Slow.
I wonder if they're ever going to make electric trucks that can do what, a current combustion type truck can do.
Didn't Rivian, one of those companies already making the electric truck? I mean, you got the Tesla Cybertruck coming too. Yeah,
Is it going to be able to?
I don't know. He's not here.
Is it going to be able to pull a bunch of weight and stuff though? That's the thing.
Oh, the Hummer EV's coming too. Well, electric motors generate full torque at 1 RPM, so I can't imagine it not doing well. Electric is definitely something that can pull off some pretty impressive stuff when it comes to torque.
I don't know much about that.
Tell me I have a chance. No, I don't have a chance. Damn it. So close. That one's even closer than the previous run. And he's still a 6 point.
I want one ran off a flux capacitor.
Expo. I don't know. I don't know about the Expo. I don't really like it in the game.
I would drive it in real life. It would be fun.
Expo? Oh, yeah. You know what I want in real life is a Bach Mono.
That would be cool.
That is a cool car. Hey, Meme Cat, welcome. Well, that's again, electric cars don't have great top speed because of gearing. Didn't Porsche put a 2-gear in there just to give it a little better top speed compared to, say, Tesla, which only has 1 long gear?
I don't know.
They rev to something like 35,000 RPMs.
That's crazy.
Oh, it's the electric motor. It can rev like crazy. Oh, I may have a chance here. No! Damn.
That was close.
Oh.
So close.
They're teasing me with this. Oh, that's back to that 8.
I like that tennis ball green.
4. It is very close. Hey, Anthony Hughes. Yeah, the Taycan has 2 gears. I actually saw a nice brand new Taycan the other day. It does look nice. The LFA is the slow one. Well, if I see the LFA, I know I got it, but until now, I've been getting all the fast guys. And they're always that one car that's slow. Last season, I found the one car that was 8.4 or something. That was like the slowest one that you could have ran against. It's a BMW. T3 versus T3. Maybe I have a chance. No, I don't have a
see.
Chance. Nope. Denied. Wow, the little M competition destroyed a Porsche. That's not right.
It probably has stage 6 parts.
Yes. At 175 miles per hour, too. It's like, oh, I'll run slower than you and beat you. Haha.
I think it ran faster.
That LFA, of course, in-game sound doesn't sound like much, but the LFA supposedly at full screen with the engine is one of the best sounding engines in the world. Not that I've actually heard it, but that's what I read.
Yeah, it's when it goes down the street, it goes, "I'm awesome!"
Oh, I found it! Haha, the OFA. Yes. Winner, chicken dinner, right? Watch it runs like an 8.61 and I'll be all pissed off. All right, let's go. All right, concentrate. I got you. Goodbye.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, it's coming back. No.
Ooh.
Yes, we got him. We got the slow guy. Yep, 8.761 LFA. How about that? They made the LFA the slow guy in the PC Cup.
What's his name? David. Okay, David. Well, Dave, I didn't say it earlier, but that was actually for Pinks. Now it's your turn to hand me the keys to the LFA, and I'll give you the keys to this Porsche. How about that? Dave would not have liked that. Okay, 718 Cayman GT4. This is actually one of the faster T3s too. Before you start talking about elite levels, which the Various Civic can beat it once it's elited.
But this thing is like a 7.5 car, so
It's
very
a nice
fast
little
in,
car.
Tier 3.
Definitely a nice little car.
I mean, electric will dominate, Dave. I think electric hybrid may still survive for some time. But yeah, you're right. I like the V8s too. I don't want to necessarily lose that, but the future, what the future holds, nobody knows. So, but they're definitely leaning. The government's definitely leaning towards knocking out the big gas guzzlers. That's for sure.
I think by a specific year we're supposed to be all electric, but I can't remember what year that is.
Yeah, I mean, there's talk like California just put some deadline for it, but the new Alfa Romeo coming. We actually were looking at that car earlier. I think it's not a bad car. A lot of these new T4s are all high top speed, but kind of slow on the 0 to 60 cars. And I'm sure they all can beat dyno a little bit too. That seems to be the common theme nowadays, which makes live racing easier because if you just get the ship pattern down, you can beat dyno a little. It's a no-brainer instead of having to worry about tuning to beat dyno and all that stuff. So top speeds are good. I think the Alfa Romeo is like 305. But the 0 to 60 is like a 1.9, 1.8. When I did the NA run, remember when we crashed the game with the NA?
Yeah.
It was only a 1.8 0 to 60, so it didn't improve that much. That's why I didn't bother to show it again. So, off-road drags. Well, that would be different. That might be its own game, though, if they really did something like that, Adrian. It would not necessarily fit with the whole CSR2 thing.
CSR2 Hillbilly Deluxe version.
The M4 in the garage. Which M? Oh, this thing? I don't know. I haven't built it. Is this car any good, Danny? Have you had a chance to test like a fully built version of this one?
I don't think I have.
I haven't heard anything positive about it.
I totally forgot about that car.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. I saw one of these on the road the other day. The actual M4, not the competition, not with the fancy hood and all that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and the grill looks just as big in real life.
I saw some photos of that in real life, but never the actual thing. It actually, the hood, the grill looks better in real life than it does on the game, though.
I don't know about that. I mean, the one thing I guess if BMW was going for, you could spot it coming from a mile away. They definitely got that down. So, yeah, because I saw that BMW from across the highway easily and identified it immediately. Look, it's the big nostril car. So they accomplished their goal. You can't miss it. All right. Now T3 car, a really good T3 car, and since I'm already looking at it here, I might as well mention it. This guy right here. If you're gonna do Tempest 3 Tier 3 and you have enough Honda Fusions, this is a good choice. It is one of the faster cars. It's elitable to make it even faster. And that's another thing I wanted to mention. Actually, I was thinking about this, and somebody was stuck on Legends. And I was thinking about this. If you have a car, right, that has the option to be elite upgraded, that means you have the option to make the car faster through additional fusions. So it's worth it maybe to consider looking at your legend cars and pick ones that has the option to elite upgrade. The downside is, of course, these are also the slower ones with the harder to get fusions. So it's kind of a, oh, wow, it must be 7 o'clock here because I just got to get my daily calendar.
Yep, it is 7 p.m.
Yeah, the problem with Pontiac is, again, you can elite it, you can make it faster, but the problem is, do you have the fusions? If you do, it's not a bad choice because you can eventually get extra fusions and stuff added in, and that'll help you maybe potentially push through that Legend Never Die. That's just a thought I was having when we were talking about it. T2, this is a good car right here for Tier 2 to beat Tempest. Really good car, mini GP. Then the one that does everything in Stage 5 only is obviously the... do I have it? I thought I had this car. The Miata. Should be here somewhere. The RB Miata is the tier Stage 5 only. Full Fusion could beat the whole Tempest 3 tier. This one can beat Tempest 3 tier with about 2 or 3 Stage 6s without the Elite upgrades. And if you Elite upgrade, it may be easier. GTI Rocket Bunny can easily do it as well. Let me see. Oh, right here, the Rocket Bunny Miata, this guy. Stage 5 only will beat Tempest 3 tier 2. So it's all good stuff here. Yeah, it's getting pretty late, guys. It's 7 o'clock. Denny's tired. Denny, what do you want to do?
Well, my sinuses are really flaring up. I'm out of it today, so I think we should probably call it here in a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Guys, any last really important questions before we go? Like, I'm just like, I keep spacing out and staring off into space tonight. My eyes are watering. My nose is all plugged up.
Stuff's going around. It's winter. So.
You know, I was fine. Like maybe about half an hour after the stream started, all of a sudden I got hit with the crap hammer. I'm just, oh man. I don't know what's going on.
So Adrian, AMG GTR is able to beat Tempest 2 if you have fusions for it. It's actually good at sprinting, so it's fine. Not my top choice to use because of fusions, but it'll do it. Yeah, it's getting pretty late in a lot of parts of the world, so you know we can pretty much call it. And top 10 favorite car. Let's talk about that in another stream because I have to think about the answer to that, Barton. So next time. Maybe next week I'll have a top 10 list for you guys of my favorite cars in CSR2.
Yeah, I'm working on doing a fastest car for each tier list, and then I was actually planning on putting out my 10 favorite cars or something like that.
So Adrian, for the AMG GTR, before you lock that car in, the real key to that is it still needs fusions, so you really got to watch your fusions. If you I never liked Mercedes because of fusion issues. So if you have fusions, it sprints pretty well. The tune is basically 0-100 tire and basically more aggressive final drive for sprinting, which is mostly what Tempest 2 is, and time runs. But you want to make sure that it's fast enough for the time runs, and then you should be okay from there. But again, not something I would necessarily recommend if you have other choices, because again, if you get stuck, you just can't get those fusions.
I haven't eaten any of those. Okay, Odom, I have not eaten any of those today. Yeah, I don't know why I'm so tired today. It's hard to read too. My vision gets blurry sometimes. My eyes are dry. I'm falling apart, guys. I feel like mentally I feel much younger than I am, but physically I feel like I'm like 97. It's awful.
Well, that happens. Why don't we go ahead and wrap it up? Thanks for coming to the stream, guys. It was a lot of fun. And I know some of you guys in Europe, it's like way late at this point. So,
yeah, thank you, moderators, for coming out and making sure everything runs right. Everybody that showed up to the stream, you guys are awesome. Definitely appreciate you coming out to the streams and watching the videos and all that good stuff. Make sure you guys check out Max's channel if you haven't already. All right, if you want to go ahead and post a link to your channel, Max, go for it.
I think the bot's going to pop it up pretty soon anyway. Thank you, Nicholas. Thank you for the congrats. It took a little work on the last race, but I think, again, it's doable for most players if they have full fusion. So thank you, everyone, and have a good night.
I think the merchandise store actually showed up on my page, so There should be a store right on the front page of my YouTube channel now. So you can shop for Danny Lightning junk directly off of my YouTube page. So that's pretty interesting.
Pretty cool.
It took them quite a while for that to show up. It's supposed to take a couple of days. It feels like it's been about a month, but
Batman and crab sandwiches.
Either way.
So who's Robin? Who's Robin in this dynamic duel? That is the question.
Not me.
Oh, if it's not you, then it has to be me. I don't know if I like that, you know.
Certain Robins were actually okay, but other Robins were not, so.
Yeah. I wonder which Robin I would end up being. Probably the crazy little kid one. I like that Robin.
Yeah, some Robins are a little bit iffy, I'll say that.
All right, so Michael Chung, if that happens, what you need to do is actually clear data if you're on Android, and make sure your Google Play games wasn't in the middle of updating. All those little things can really screw up the game. So get the Google Play game up, play this one, clear data, reload the game, and only load the cloud save when it pops up. If it's iOS, unfortunately, I can't help you as much because I'm not familiar with iOS side. And worst case, contact support. That's correct. Bosco is right on that. All right, good luck on recovering, but do not load your local game save. Absolutely don't do that because it'll overwrite the server save with a level 1 game, and then you're really screwed.
Normally, even if you delete it completely, if you get to them fast enough, they can usually bring your old account back. So don't be too worried about it, but it does take them. If you do have to go through support, just remember it might take them a few days to contact you, and it could be a kind of long but yet short process at the same time. But they usually get most people their accounts back, I've noticed.
Yeah, if you're on iOS, your best bet is basically try to reload the game after you delete it and reinstall. If it doesn't work, contact support. But be careful only to load from cloud. That's one of the key things to do, and not load the local game save.
Yeah. That'll
All right.
really
Well,
mess
thank
up.
you again, everyone. Denny, any last words? I think we've said a lot of last words already, actually.
Hasta la vista, baby. Wait, that was a really bad Arnold Schwarzenegger, wasn't it? I did not do that well. I apologize, but yeah, no last words.
It'd be nice when we get Arnold on here. That would be great. But anyway, thank you again, everyone. Have a good night.
Y'all have a good one. Thanks so much, and we will catch you next time. All right. See ya.